What's happening, everybody? I came out earlier, got the wood stove all fired up and ready to go. It's a pretty shitty rainy day here in Michigan. There's a couple things I'd love to get done out here in the shop today. So I figured I'd fire the wood stove up and get some heat in here and see what we can get done. First thing that I gotta get done is we gotta get Tony's ZZ 350, well 355, dug out of the corner there and uncover it and get it ready. He ended up buying a new oil pan for it and the one-piece rear main seal. So he's supposed to be dropping that off, and I'm going to be getting that scuffed up and get the oil pan painted and get it ready to go on. And I'm also going to be putting a distributor together for him. I have an HEI that we got put back in the back here in the old parts department. I got an HEI that I'm going to put springs and bushings and my curve in for him. So he's got a distributor for it. We're also going to be doing some more scuffing on the inside of the Blazer here. As you guys seen in the last video, we pulled everything apart. We got the front half all scuffed up, painted, ready to go for paint. But I got to finish getting this back area done up and around the seat brackets and stuff like that. And Jennifer's going to be coming out and giving us a hand with the painting, which is awesome. She knows I'm not a very good painter, but she went to Walmart the other day and she picked up the smooth for cabinets and doors. It's a little painter's kit, a little roller, because we're probably going to end up using the tractor paint on the floors and stuff like that. And oh, well, I'm right here. I was going through some stuff and I found a set of matching 79 license plates. So I figured I would donate these to our good friends Heather and Kevin. Heather has a 79 Monte Carlo that Kevin built. He put all new QA1 suspension underneath it. It's got a quick performance 9-inch under it. Brand new 383 stroker engine in it. So when I seen them plates, I thought of them. I thought it'd be pretty cool, because here in Michigan, you could actually register them plates if you have both of them. I have a set of 71s here for the El Camino, if I ever wanted to do that. I also have a set of matching 76s up there, Spirit of 76 plates. So yeah, we have a bunch of plates. So I figured I would donate them to them guys. They're real good friends of ours. We met them a while back. Actually, his buddy Sean started a YouTube channel called Outlaw Profanity Garage, and he did some videos of them building the Monte Carlo. Kevin's got a real nice S10 that he got from his grandfather that he went through completely, and I think it's got a 383 in it also. So we're going to give them plates to them. We'll probably go out there and take some video of the truck and the car, let you guys check it out. But Tony gave me 7525 argon bottle or whatever it is for my welder. I just have to go get it filled. It's a little 60 pounder that goes for the welder. So I need to go get that filled, and I also need to get a set of gauges, because before I get the paint laid on the floor in here, I want to come through and do some more tack weld. And I want to tack weld here and here to tighten up this sheet metal around the seat like they did up here. You know, the floors ain't creased or rolled or whatever you guys want to call it, like they did here. And in the back, you know, when they do that, it kind of stiffens up the sheet metal, and it reduces, you know, the vibration, the rattling. But the floors don't have that. So anywhere I can put a tack weld and get it to the chassis is probably going to help out quite a bit. So I want to get that bottle filled and get a set of gauges and get that done, and maybe run some more welds down this seam here. And I'm sure when this thing fires up, it's going to be like a tin can anyway when that big block starts rumbling in there. But we're also going to be cutting that oil filter open off of Jenny's Tahoe. It's holding great oil pressure since we did the oil change. And like I said, Tony, he bought an '04 Chevy pickup with the 5.3 in it, and he was having the same issue. It would lose oil pressure after 1,000 miles. He would do an oil change, and then finally he ended up taking the valve covers and the oil pan off, and that thing was just right full of sludge. And I didn't think that was the case with Jenny's, being that we're the second owners, and the lady worked at GM that owned that truck. And I've never had a problem with it before until I started dumping tranny fluid in it, which Tony says it's probably full of sludge too. I don't know her maintenance schedule on oil changes, and it probably broke some stuff free in the engine, which led to plugging up that filter. So we're gonna cut that open. And what else here? Oh, and at the beginning of the week, we had a reduced power. Her truck went into limp mode. So I got it over to Tony's and put it on the scanner, and it came back to faulty wiring at the throttle positioning sensor. So he said the throttle positioning sensor probably shorted out. So I ended up taking that off and getting it repaired, and it's back to 100% again. So that's awesome. I also dug out my other anti-roll bar. I'm going to get it scuffed up, and I'm going to paint this also while I'm in the painting mood. Well, I should say while Jenny's in there painting that stuff, I'm going to be out here painting this anti-roll bar. This is a real, it's a lot thicker than the one that's in the truck. So if for some reason the one in there don't work, I can always use this one. I got Heim joints for it. So hopefully that one works good on there. And yeah, you see what Jenny wrote on the truck. She's being a smart ass. Wash me, please. So, Terrence, you were right. The truck is dirty. It needs to be washed, which it will once it comes off the stands and gets the front clip put back on it. We'll get it over to the car wash and blown off. But speaking of Terrence, our last live stream, we were talking about foot gas pedals and high beam pedals. There you go, Terrence. I told you I had a set of them. That's some 70s stuff right there. All the old 70s have that stuff in it. Actually, here's my Monte Carlo, Terrence. My 79. I got 355 in it. It went mid-12s all day long. Camelback heads. 3500 converter with a 410 gear. Basically, it was just a junkyard build. I got the heads from Jenny's dad, which, as everybody knows, that we went down to Port Huron at the beginning of the week, last week, for our birth of our 6th grandbaby, which is our granddaughter. Her name is Riley Jennifer, and she was 8 pounds, 6 ounces, 21 inches long, very healthy. But we ended up stopping at Jenny's dad's house real quick, mom and dad's house, and saying hi to them. And I went out and kind of did a little bit of videoing of some of his cars, which I'll insert a clip of that here. Stopped out here at Jenny's mom and dad. Here's the old happy about that one. Yeah, he's still got a lot of nice old cars there that's needs to get done, but his health ain't very good, and I'd like to get that 39 Chevy that is out back, that brown one, and I'm going to see if he'll do a deal with me on that. And but anyways, guys, I'm going to put you guys on the tripod, and we're going to get the engine pulled out and get the oil filter chucked up and get it ready to get cut off. All right, we got Tony's engine all dug out of the corner and uncovered. For everybody that's new to the channel that hasn't seen our build on this engine, this is Tony's 355 ZZ3 350. It came out of an 85 IROC Z. We had it punched 30 over. We had the deck surface all cleaned up. It ain't decked like 10 or nothing. It's just making sure everything was nice and flat. Complete all new cam bearings, freeze plugs. It's got the Edelbrock E Street aluminum heads on it. The Performer EPS Edelbrock Performance Series dual plane intake. The orange Chevy cast aluminum valve covers. Yeah, here's why we're changing the oil pan out. It's pitted pretty bad. I still got to get a dipstick tube put in it. Like I said, we're going to build a distributor for it. But this engine has a complete, let's see, balanced Eagle rotating assembly with I-beam rods. This is all his paperwork for everything that we did to the engine. This will go to him after he picks up. It's got Silverlight pistons, flat tops in it, I-beam rods, the 4310, I think it is, steel crank. It's not the forged crank, but all the pistons, rods, crank, everything was balanced. Here is the cam card. It's a little bit smaller than what Tyler's is. Tyler's is a 488. This is only a 480. But it's on a 110 lobe separation, 477, 480, 268 at 280 on the duration at 50. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. Actually, at 50, it's only 224, 231. This is advertised 268, 280, 477, 480. So, pretty decent cam. Tyler's is just a smidge bigger than that. But like I said, this is everything, all the paperwork on the balancing and everything else for Tony. So when we take it over to his shop, he still don't know what he's putting it in. He's thinking about, he bought another, you guys remember me telling you, he bought a convertible 3rd gen Firebird. He actually bought another one, not a convertible, but a V8 stick car, 4-speed or 5-speed car. And he's thinking about putting this engine in that. I told him he's crazier than a shithouse rat, but it is what it is. But yeah, for everybody that's new, you can go back on our videos and check out the build that we did on this. It's 100% completely all brand new. It's got 1.5 roller rockers on it. Yeah, it's a nice setup. It's a nice piece. Tyler's same setup. Like I said, Tyler's cam is a little bit bigger than this. But in his Monty, right off the trailer went 1280, and we got it down to 1260 with basically no tuning. He dropped a couple tenths just by getting more comfortable in the car. So, but if you guys haven't seen that videos on that, go back and check them out. Hopefully this video is a little bit better, guys. We're actually shooting in 4K. Jenny's friend Brenda, she got a new contract for her cell phone, and she ended up getting a new iPhone 14. So she hooked us up with her iPhone 11, which we're recording on right now. which does video in 4K. So hopefully the quality's better than my old iPhone 6 that we've been shooting on for the last 2 years. So hopefully the quality's better. But I'm gonna get this oil filter chucked up. We're gonna cut that open on this video yet, and all right. Ugh. Definitely a lot of shit on that already. I mean, you guys can see the sludge build up here. Look at that. Let me get you zoomed in on the inside of that here without wrecking my new phone here. It's just packed full of sludge. Let's see if we can. You can see it in there. I mean, these things are rock hard too. Wow. She is definitely plugged up. I've never had one. Let's see if I can get a screwdriver and dig some of that shit out of there. Ugh. Yeah, she definitely plugged, guys. No more transmission fluid in the oil. That engine must have some sludge on it. I mean, it's got 270,000 miles on it. It's probably, you know, the shit oil. You know, they don't make good oil anymore, I don't think. Even if they did change it. Even if they did change the oil, because nowadays they're saying with the synthetic oil, you can go 5,000 miles in between oil changes. I have never done that on any of my cars, and I never will. 3,000 is the tops. So maybe they went 5,000 miles in between oil changes, and with this cheap oil nowadays, you know, after we bought the truck, it had 170,000 on it. So we put 100,000 on that truck. And it's probably got built up sludge like Tony said. And he said to drop the, even Tony said to, you know, to drop the front diff out of it, and take the oil pan off it, and clean the sludge out of it. In which, if I did do that, I would do like Rock or Pat suggested, and I would change the O-ring on the pickup tube also. But this was definitely an issue of why we lost oil pressure. So the shit oil from now that they make nowadays just ain't good. And if you're going 5,000 miles, that doesn't help. So any of you guys out there that believe in this new synthetic oil that will go 5,000 miles, Good luck. I would still change it every 3 if I was you, but there you go. She was definitely plugged up. So maybe if we get a good weekend or something and Tony ain't got nothing at the shop, we can take the Tahoe over there, drop the diff out, and pull the oil pan off and clean it out, you know, flush the engine out. But even after he flushed his engine out, like I said, he took the valve covers off, his oil pan off, and he flushed it, I think it was kerosene or diesel fuel through it, and just kept flushing the engine. And you know, he thought he got most of it out. He was still plugging oil filters up. He said it wasn't every 1,000 miles, but he can't get 3,000. I think the last oil change that he just did, he's close to 3,000 now. So he said he thinks he's starting to get it whipped. But that's what it needs, guys. It needs to have the oil pan dropped, all the sludge clean out of the engine, and while we're in there, we might as well do a O-ring on the pickup tube just for safe measures. But let me spin you guys around. Well, there we go, guys. We got a few things done out here in the shop today, which was cool. We still got to get that bottle that Tony gave us for our welder picked up and taken over and get filled, and see about getting a set of gauges, but that ain't going to happen until after next Tuesday. Today is Thursday, so next Tuesday Thor goes in for his surgery at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's going to be a huge relief for us around here. He's healthy, he's eating, he's drinking, so everything should go as planned. I'm sure he's going to feel a whole bunch better after he gets home and gets off his little dazed and confused medicine that they're going to give him. But after that, we'll be able to get back on track with getting some parts for the Blazer, and getting going, working back on it. But we're not going to be able to get that stuff welded up in here like I wanted to until we get that bottle and get it filled and get some gauges for the welder. But anyways, guys, I figured I'd just do a quick video with you guys today of messing around out here in the shop. As usual, I really appreciate everybody for watching. Hopefully this video is a little bit better, clearer, sounds better. And until next time, guys, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, bye-bye.